the Hunjo. How you doing, everybody? It's dropped down to a chilly 79 here in New England, but it's still about 98% humidity. It's been a miserable stretch. For you too, I imagine, no matter where on the planet you're living. Is anyone having a good time right now? Maybe San Diego. People I know who have been to San Diego or who have lived there for any length of time rave about it, brag about it, reminisce about it. Oh, San Diego. Is it true, or is it a Big Rock Candy Mountain? You know, is it just a folk tale? Or is there really a San Diego? Where do you live? Leave it in the comments below. What kind of weather do you guys get? I'd like to know. Tonight is yeah, it's a reminiscing kind of night. I'm kind of thinking about, where do you come from? And I mean as a motovlogger. Maybe I should have paused there a little longer. What do you think? Where do you come from as a motovlogger? You know, who did you cut your teeth on? Who did you first hear? Who's the first motovlogger that caught your attention or that you saw? And you know, I've talked about this in the past, but once in a while it's good to remember kind of where you came from and see, you know, has any of that influence stuck? Have you sort of become your own thing? I don't like when they hit their brakes after they pass me. Gives me a sense of dis-ease, you know what I mean? Makes me wonder, what town am I in now and where's the closest town line? Anyhow. Ooh, it's a soggy toast kind of sun tonight. The kind of thing Tom Waits would write about. The sun was a soggy yolk sopping in a dreadful sky. I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, so I was thinking about yeah, who I saw first, yeah, which again I can't remember because it's back in the sands of time, but it may have been Cycle Cruiser, it may have been Fast Action Jax, who's now Fast Jax out of Panama City Beach, Florida. Really enjoyed his motorcycle reviews, and you know, his positive outlook. It might have been Matt Laidlaw, who, you know, was always good, and then one day it just like a switch flipped and he became great. I wouldn't necessarily call him a motovlogger though, but what he does is just terrific. And you know, he's got, you know, his friends who take good pictures and all that stuff. So yeah, so what he does is really terrific. Would you call it motovlogging? I'm not sure. And the same goes, the other one who I discovered at the same time. These guys all came together as one massive influence. Probably was John Maxwell. And the old Dirty Thumbs, right? And now of Maxwell's Motors or whatever. I can't remember what his shop's called. Down there in, I guess, Georgia, right? He's still in Georgia. And yeah, so he was absolutely, he was the guy. He knew eventually. So he was a highly trained, unprofessional motorcycle mechanic down in Chattahoochee, right? Was that it? Chattahoochee Harley Davidson, which then became some like wave your flag kind of Harley. Maybe it's a good one. I don't really know. It just kind of like the whole dynamic of the place seemed to change. You know, it became more of the same. You know, like we get enough flag waving, you know, all the, like, all right, you're not different anymore. Let's like when he said Chattahoochee Harley Davidson, like that was different enough that it meant something, and it gave me like some sort of a feeling. I had a visceral reaction to that was different than, say, you know, like Smith's Harley Davidson. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Anyway, but he would wrench on bikes, and the owners of the dealership would let him, you know, film his videos, and he edited them really well. And it was like a matter of time before he was gonna do something on a bike on camera that you needed done on your bike, and you could see like, hey, you think I can do that myself? You watch John Maxwell do it, and nope, absolutely not. I'm gonna take that right to the to my mechanic. But yep. And you know, and a close, you know, kind of close behind those guys, of course, was Shade Tree Surgeon. And of course, he's not for the faint of heart. Is he the Jagermeister of motovloggers? Or you know, think of a, you know, there's always somebody who likes dried squid jerky to chew on, you know. And this is not a criticism in any way whatsoever, because I've really enjoyed a lot of what I've seen on his channel. However, and I think he would admit, he doesn't make videos for other people. He is who he is. He does what he does, says what he says, hangs out with who he hangs out with, and behaves as he behaves, regardless of any other human being on the planet. And that is part of his appeal, and it's also part of what drives some people away. But I guess, you know, isn't that the way it should be? You know, we can't all be middle ground. So I do appreciate that about him quite a bit. And I've had dried squid jerky. You know, you rip off a piece and heat it on a pan real quick and chew it. And I'm saying it ain't for everybody. And in fact, it ain't for me. But I do like a Shade Tree Surgeon video now and again. Someone was having fun here. We call those hobo crop circles. Oh no, what did I call them? Hillbilly crop circles. Yeah, and then I offended somebody. Hillbilly crop circles. That's what I call those things. Yeah, people don't do donuts. They do hillbilly crop circles. Right, somebody right now is like, I bet he doesn't even know where the term hillbilly comes from. I do, and I'm not going to share it. Let's see, what did we talk about? Oh, last time I went on a night ride, so I have to apologize if my camera is super dirty. I tried to wipe the bugs off, but it's like now or never. This is one of those, like, I got 10 minutes, I got to get out and you know, hit a couple of streets here and get back home. So I didn't do a thorough job wiping off the old thing. And the blue coil strap seems to be doing its thing, so I think I haven't lost my audio. But yeah, I've got the crack on the lens right around here, and then maybe some bugs, some decoupaged on the lens somewhere else. But anyhow, yeah, listen, two questions for you tonight. And or this very late afternoon. No, it's night. By the clock anyway. So where do you live? What's it like? And you know, has it been a miserable stretch weather-wise for you as it has been for us? And also, what was the other one? Who did you cut your teeth on? For you motovloggers out there, who were the first motovloggers you saw that inspired you to waste money on a camera like I did and hook it up and talk into the ether? Who was it? I'd like to know. You know, and one of these nights I'll talk about the second wave of influences that I came under, and that'll be a topic for another night. And in that will be Eric from Kraken's Garage and Adventures. It'll be you know, Jody, Purple on 3. You know, 602 North. It'll be, you know, those guys. And remember Chopper Fett, you know, and what's up, Bob? Yeah, Chopper Fett doesn't seem to make videos anymore, and that's cool, I would say, because it probably means he's doing what he wants to do. Do you know what I'm saying? He probably had to make a priority shift. So God bless him. I hope he's doing great. And that's it, man. That'll be a topic for another night. And that's it. I'm gonna let you guys go right after I get past the halls of drinking, so I don't get pulled out upon. Man, usually there's some bikes out there. There's a couple of bikes. What's up, fellas? I'm not a vet, I'm sorry. My dad could pull in. A lot of veterans in my life, but I'm not one of them. All right, guys. Matt the Greeter, care about you. Bye.